Everyone, this is Elena, and today I have a quick video for you to show you how I made this cute baby bear card. I am using the new stamp that's called Baby Bear from Stampin' Up, and this is 3-layer layering image that it's perfect to stamp with the Misty tool. So I'm positioning it. I have those pre-cut panels that I use a die that's not Stampin' Up, it's paper tray ink, but you can just use your paper trimmer to cut your panels. And then I'm stamping first onto the scrap piece of paper. And I noticed that my ink is a little bit on the drier side, so I need to ring that. So I'm stamping it twice, so I get a little bit darker image from that crumb cake ink. So I really love this baby bear. It just looks like so, with the 3 layers, it looks so kind of realistic. So and usually I do more than one image, especially when I'm doing working with the Misty. So I have for later use, or if I mess up one, I have some extra, and it's not really, just adds a couple more seconds to your work because you have everything positioned in the Misty, and that doesn't move, so everything is perfectly lined up. And in this sample here, you'll notice I'm stamping 3, and then I'll end up with only one good image because the first time I didn't line up the bear properly, and I didn't stamp on the last layer on the scrap paper, but directly onto my image, so I messed it up. So I'm done with the first layer. Now I'm lining up the second layer, and for this one I'll be using the soft suede ink pad. And then as I lined it up, I pick it up with the Misty lid, and then I'm inking it up with soft suede. And I'm gonna again stamp first on this scrap piece of paper, like for the paper pad from the Misty. And then I like how it lined up, so I'm stamping it onto my project. So for this one, my soft suede ink is pretty nicely inked, so I don't need to stamp it twice. So I'm doing all of those. And then the last one. And then after this one, I'll do pretty much the same thing with the third layer and the darkest layer that gives more kind of dimension to this little teddy bear. So now I'm lining up. Well, first I'm cleaning up my stamp before I remove it from the Misty lid, and I'm using the third layer to line it up. And I didn't really line it up properly, so I got with kind of a little bit messed up image. So this is my third time like I cut off the messed up ones, but I'm gonna show you here. I'm stamping it twice now to get like darker brown ink. So so here I have all the 3 images. You'll notice that only one is good. The other one, I end up touching it with my baby wipe, so it got a little bit ink. The ink got to bleed from the moisture. So next I'm stamping this little bow. And first I thought to go with blushing bride, and I decided to make a little boy bear. So I'm stamping it twice. I didn't get really nice coverage. So, and this ink pad is a little bit on the drier side too, the Pull Party one. So for the next layer, the bow is only two-step stamp. So I'm lining it up on top of the stamp image, and I'm stamping with the Bermuda bye. So I didn't really like how it was lined up, so I'm doing it again to try to line it up more perfectly. And then I'm going and stamping that one. So that one, it came out a little bit better than I'll just cut it out with my paper snips. So usually I do all my fussy cutting with the Stampin' Up paper snips. Those are pretty much the same, the ones I'm using, they just have gray handle. So next I'm putting that panel into my Misty, and I'm positioning the sentiment using the grid transparency, and I'm stamping it twice with the espresso early espresso ink to get a little bit darker brown. So next, it's time to finish that card. I'm adhering the bow onto the bear, and then I'm just going with the clear Wink of Stella to add a little bit of shimmer and a little bit of more interest to the bow. And then I have a card base from Pool Party. So I'll adhere my panel onto it, and on the back I'm adding a bunch of dimensionals. You'll see I use a lot, so I wish we had kind of dimensional tape instead of those little hexagons. So next I'm just adding some enamel dots to finish my card. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and see you soon in another video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to not miss any of my videos. Bye!